Hello everyone, I welcome you all to a new video. Today we are starting the mod Her Story. Now, as you can see, I have a webcam. Do you know why? Because, if I remember correctly the synopsis, this mod is not focused on the main Dokis. It's focused on Kotonoha. So yeah, sure, I could have used the other, I guess, but whatever. Oh, no MC. Okay, whose POV are we from though? I presume Yuri? Maybe? my, my alarm goes off on my phone. I reach to turn it off, but instead of feeling the flat surface of my phone, I jerk my hand back in pain and sit straight up in my bed. I should have placed my broken watch so close to my phone. I needed a reminder to get it fixed, but this is a bit more than a reminder now. I get out of bed and search my bedside cabinet for a bandage. After wrapping it around my finger, I tap my phone screen, finally turning off the alarm. Oh, hello, mother with no eyes. What did you do to yourself now? Oh, Kotonoha's perspective. Then I'll use my normal voice. I don't have the mental capacity to think of a different voice, which I'll use this entire bloody mod. Huh? Don't harm me. Did you think I wouldn't notice the bandage? I hesitated before holding up my hand, flexing my wounded finger a couple of times. Don't worry, mother, it isn't serious. I'm sure it isn't. It doesn't have to be a major injury as long as your friends at school can see it. Isn't that right? Noriko, dear, Koto has obviously much hurt since the last time she acted in such a way. Don't you dare try to get her off the hook. She was perfectly fine when she went to bed last night. Before then I nagged about how pathetic her behavior has been recently. I'm sure that if her friends had any reason to pity her, she would feel better about herself. Why would she suddenly be hurt like this? I fight back the unbearable urge to retard. There's no way I can have been to breaking grandmother's watch. It's the last thing she ever gave me. Without thinking clearly, I smashed it out of rage following an argument with mother. It's a miracle that she hasn't seen it in my room by now. I just stay in front of mother, hoping she doesn't take this any further. Look, honey, as long as she's not seriously hurt, there shouldn't be anything to worry about. I trust her. I think you should too. Fine. Go make yourself some breakfast and get ready for school. You're not arriving late again. Noriko, you know she was feeling... Don't push it, Saruka. You're always trying to defend her, even if it's painfully obvious that she's in the wrong. It's because you always push her too hard. What kind of a father would I be if I'm not doing whatever it takes to support my daughter? I quickly head into the kitchen before I get into it again. I can already tell it's going to be one of those abnormally dreadful days. Mother's gonna kill me for sure. If she wasn't playing on it. I'm sure whatever is troubling you isn't as bad as it seems. I get an 84 on my chemistry exam. Why is the music so loud? Okay, that's admittedly pretty bad. Not the grade, of course. I personally believe your grades aren't perfect reflections. And perfect reflections your true of potential. I know, you always see the best in everyone. I love you for that. A friendly reminder that I'm your cousin, Koto. What do you mean? Oh, I check out a louder joke. She can be pretty funny when she wants to be. Anyway, I'm sure her father will be understanding. Yeah, he's always had my back, hasn't he? Reminds me of when we were little and my parents took us both to the ball. We were knocked over those mannequins and counted for us when mother saw what happened. I laughed to myself for a moment before noticing the look on my cousin's face. I haven't heard you laugh in a fairly long time. Come on, it surely hasn't been... I feel my face burn up a little. I genuinely can't remember the last time I had a good laugh. Why am I so fucking hunched like this? Ah! Doesn't have to be perfect, Koto. No matter what she says. There's people out there who will always show incredible and irreplaceable you are. You're, Sorry. Should I just tell her about the watch and get it over with? Let her stay silent for a moment, likely considering how she would answer. I think that would be better than waiting for her to find out for herself. Okay, I'll do it. It's going to be really hard to admit it. Father said she always wanted a watch when she was younger. Apparently she was extremely jealous when grandmother passed it down to me instead of her. But that's part of why mother has been so fed up with me the past few months. Well, the bell rings signaling the end of our lunch period. You and I stand and look at each other for a moment. It's all going to work out, Silver. Thanks, Slav. Aww. Ah, ah. That's cute. I like that. This to have been years since we last called each other by those names. Sure, they're really cheesy nicknames we gave each other when we were kids. I manages to make my heart jump a little, the same way it did when I got to hang with my cousin back then. Those few times when I got to enjoy time with her. Those few times when mother would let me see her. Most times mother would be mad at me, whether it was for not living up to her expectations or getting on her nerves. The response would take various privileges away, and those privileges being the time I got to share with my cousin. Because I was slacking off and getting 85s, I supposedly due to having fun with Yuri. You got a 84 I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see, you're fine, not an 85. Because I'm sort of attention-seeking bitch who hurts herself for love and attention, and I cannot fucking speak. If the only way mother wants to talk to me is by yelling or scrutinizing me, then as soon as I start college, I'll do my best to cut her off from me. I would much rather be spending my life not facing judgment every day than staying close to her longer than necessary. While making an effort to push my thoughts aside, I enter my next class and head towards the front of the room, where I apparently don't sit anymore. Excuse me, ma'am, I believe this is my seat. Oh, sorry, somebody took my seat and honestly, I really don't like confrontation, so... No worries, miss. Now you call me by my last name, I'm Naomi. Nice to meet you, Kotonoha, right? Yes, just so curious, how do you... Yuri talks about how sweet you are. She looks up to you a lot, you know? Going off how she talks about you, you're probably her favorite person in the world. I feel my face burning as I try not to smile. Sorry, I wasn't trying to put you on the spot, but the way you treat your cousin is incredible. Never stop, Kotonoha. Please, call me Koto. I'll lower my hand for Naomi to shake, anything to change the subject before I completely freeze up. She shakes my hand before our teacher looks in. Okay, everyone, time is up. I put my pencil down and place my exam on the corner of my desk. After a few minutes, our teacher has graded our exams and sent them back to us. No, this can't be real. Mother is definitely going to kill me if I get anything below a 90 on 2 exams. Once the bell rings and everyone starts filing out, I approach my teacher. Excuse me, sir. How may I help you, Kotonoha? I noticed that I received an 87 on my exam. I was curious if you'd like to ask about extra credit, I'm assuming. I not politely. My heart sinks as he gives me an apologetic look. I'm sorry, but it wouldn't be fair if I only offered such an opportunity for only one student. Oh. What do I do? I have to tell her about the situation. Look, I haven't got anything below 90 yet in this class, and my mother has very high expectations for my grades. If there is any way you'd be willing to make some sort of exception, I would be grateful. Before I ask this, it isn't because I don't believe you, I just want to verify something. What's your mother's name? Noriko. Oh. I'm sorry I have to put it with... How about this? I'll give you some sort of makeup assignment so you can get a few extra points. I'll have to give it to everyone in the class, of course, but how would you feel about... It would be amazing. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. He smiles and nods. That's quite alright, I'll mail you once the assignment has been published. And if it helps on it, I'll hold on to your exam. If Noriko asks how you scored, well, it'd be a shame if I accidentally misplaced the exam's rubric and required additional time to finalize grades. Thank you so much. Okay, so... Her mother has a sort of reputation. You know it's bad if the fucking teachers would rather change their fucking grades for a second at least. Just so the mother wouldn't do anything. I'd bow and wish him a great rest of his day. I've never seen a teacher work so fast. He's already published the extra credit assignment during my walk home. See, Koto, it's like you said. Everything's going to work out. I muttered this under my breath during my commute home. This has been a relatively common part of my daily walk home from school, but today I'm a bit more confident in saying it. I'm going to be alright. Even if mother snaps at me again, even if she ends up hating me for what happened to the watch, it's going to be okay. My father helped me through this. He's been there for me even during my lowest moments. He's going to step up for me if mother starts getting worked up on anything, trivial or not. He always tries to make me feel less stressed under so much pressure. He said himself this morning, he'd do anything to support me in times like these, right? Remembering this makes you feel a bit better about everything already. Why does this feel like setting up that she's gonna walk in, tells about the watch, and the father just says, fuck it. You're not part of the support anymore. I step onto my front porch and take a deep breath. Everything will work out. It's going to be okay. I gently open the door. Dear God, it's not going to be okay then. No one's home? Usually this is about the time father is getting ready to leave for home. Mother will typically be waiting for me in the living room so she can ask her about my grades. I'm home! And I'll get told off for a shot in the house, but at least I'll know if they're here. There's no response. I pull out my phone and start to dial Yuri's number, but before I can finish, I hear a knock on the door. Place my phone back in my pocket, I open the door. Yuri? Hello, dear cousin. I just wanted to... Are you feeling okay? You look rather anxious. Yuri, are my parents are with yours right now? Hmm? They went out last week. They only go out once a month, don't they? So that's a no. Correct? Apparently, I look even more anxious now because Yuri's expression changes to one of concern. Koto, what's wrong? I don't think they're here. They aren't, from what you've told me before. Yes, they're usually here right now. And Hey. She puts her hands on my shoulders and looks deeply into my eyes. She's probably tell I'm on the verge of a panic attack right now. It's going to be okay, Koto. I take a few deep breaths before gently nodding. I'm sure something unexpected came up and they had to go take care of it, or something along those lines. We tried calling them yet? Why didn't that idea cross my mind before I shake my head and not breaking eye contact from the person keeping me from freaking out? Why don't we try calling them to see where they are? Okay. Once again, I pull out my phone, dialing my mother's number. Hearing sound. No answer. Maybe try again. I redial. Still no answer. I make a small sound that sounds awfully similar to one I made when I was much younger and had lost my parents. Wait, what? Why cannot I click history? Wait, so what do you mean lost to the parents? Do you mean like actually lost and these aren't your real parents? Or do you mean like lost, like you got lost somewhere and couldn't find them? How about we look to see if they're here and just aren't answering for some reason? I nod slightly. The first place that comes to my mind for some reason is my room. I look inside immediately notice that grandmother's watch is gone. She must have found it. There's likely no chance of her taking it somewhere to be fixed before punishing me. I go back to the living room and try calling her again. Hey, Koto, I think I hear a phone buzzing somewhere in here. She might have gone out and forgotten her phone. Doesn't sound like something she'd do. It doesn't respond. After a few seconds, I open my mouth to ask if she's found the phone yet. Mom stood by. No horrible scream I've ever heard. Yuri, are you okay? I asked first again to where the scream came from, mother's room. Yuri, what's wrong? I slammed my hand over my mouth, trying not to scream. Mother is lying on her bed. Her head is completely detached. What? What? What the fuck? What? 0 to 100 real fucking fast. What? What? Jesus. I don't know how I haven't broken down yet. He's been gone for 2 weeks now, but he still doesn't feel real. I haven't seen father at all since the day mother passed. Maybe her father snapped and killed her, maybe? But now it feels like I'm never going to see him again either. Koto? I look at you and tilt my head slightly. It's going to be okay. I know. My voice cracks as I say this. The moment finally comes as I bury my face on her shoulder and start sobbing. At least you don't have to worry about the watch and the grades. Silver linings. Uh, it feels like several minutes pass before Yuri speaks again. You're still more than welcome at our place if you like to stay for a while. I might just be between subs. I don't want to bother your other parents. You wouldn't, I promise. Neither of us say anything for a while. After I've cried for what feels like a lifetime, I start to calm down. Love? Yes. I take a shaky breath. She knew that I still loved her, even if she aggravated the hell out of me, right? Yuri chuckles a little. She lets go of me to meet my eyes. No. She hated you. She hated you just like everyone else. You're just a whiny, idiotic, selfish bitch. Hello? What is going on? Oh, Windows 8. Is anything real? Is our suffering real? Why do we suffer? There is no escape. All we can do is endure. Endure and stay determined, believing that there is something better at. There might still be hope for you yet. Just remember to breathe. Nice deep breaths. And everything will be okay. Breathe. Okay, this menu, mwah, it looked good. Wow. Why a chainsaw? Why a chainsaw? No! Deleting previous 60 seconds of gameplay history. Koto, it's nearly time to leave for school. I drag myself off my bed and make my way to the living room. How are you feeling this morning? It's better than yesterday at least. Do I have everything ready for school today? Yes. Your homework is finished too? Yes. Please don't take that kind of tone with me. You know I'm just... But I don't mean to sound rude, but please stop talking like that. You sound exactly like mother and still hurts to think about her. My apologies. I'm just really worried about you. I want to help you however I can, especially after you're carrying enough to assist me on my first days at Kurebayashi. Hey, we're family. Of course I'm going to be there for help. Yuri blushes slightly before we walk to school in near silence. As soon as class ends, I pack up my belongings and ready for my advisory period. I've been going to a music room lately since not many people use it in their free time. It gives me a chance to isolate myself from everything and collect my thoughts. Hey! Oh, hello, Naomi. I guess I just wanted to see how you're doing. I shrug and let out a sigh. Did Yuri ask you to check up on me? No? I'm genuinely concerned about you. Why, you barely know me. Well, yes, but doesn't mean I can't recognize when someone's going through a rough time. Not taking very well, are you? I like these grey faceless silhouettes. Because I feel like this is a good compromise between fully just getting an OC that's and completely grey. Because this makes them more human but still distant. This is probably my favorite way of showing that. Because Rising Knight had the grey silhouettes, partially see-through, which were fine. And then other mods just have, I guess I can use Danny, since he didn't have that much of a reason to be there. And he just was there. But this is a good thing to show that someone's not important in the story, like at all, but still exists. Why is it even her place to ask me about all this? And talk more than once or twice since we met. What right does she have to... Why am I thinking like this? She's going out of her way to see how I'm holding up. I should probably feel grateful, especially since we barely talked to each other before now. It's not like father is here to help me try and find more. I shake my head weakly. No, I'm not. My mind keeps telling me to shut everyone out around what help me feel better. Even Yuri to an extent. I was ready to lash out at you just because you asked how I'm taking all of this. Well, I'm definitely not taking it well at all. Hey, it's okay not to be okay, but it isn't good for you to bottle up your pain. So, if you want to try and talk about what's going through your mind, I'd be happy to listen. Thank you, I'll keep that in mind. I should probably be headed to advisory now, though. Emma looks at her phone and realizes what time it is. Sorry, I wasn't trying to take up too much of her time. No, don't worry about it. Here. She pulls up her list of contacts on her phone and hands it to me. I'll text you later when we want to talk about everything. I'll be here. Not at school, obviously. Strict cell phone policy and all that. But you get what I mean, right? Of course. I really appreciate it, Naomi. I take my number into her phone and hand it back to her. As she takes her phone back, we leave the classroom and part ways. I'm sitting alone in front of the piano. The whole time I've been thinking about my conversation with Naomi. Maybe the reason I'm shutting out the people who want to help me is father. If someone who was always there for me suddenly disappeared from my life, will everyone else be the same way? I know the logic doesn't make sense, but it would explain why I kept feeling like I can't let anyone be here for me. In the middle of my train of thought, I hear the door open. The sound makes me jump a little. I quickly regain my composure and... Monika! Hello! Oh, sorry, I didn't know anyone was going to be in here today. I'm always... Wait, how long have I been here? Is school day already over? I need to apologize, I was just leaving. I tried my best to sound believable as I stand to grab my belongings. I wasn't trying to pressure into leaving or anything. I don't worry about age, just realized during my advisory period. Somehow I didn't try school at already let out. Well, if you want, I don't have a problem with you stick around. I typically just come here to practice the piano when I don't have too much work to do after school. Wait, I feel like I recognize you from somewhere. You do? Are you in the debate club by any chance? I am! Ah, so that's why you seem familiar. I'm in debate as well. Really, I'm surprised I didn't recognize you just now. You keep talking for a few minutes before I glance at time. I should probably start heading home. Alright, I guess I'll see you on Saturday. Kotonoha. You can call me Koto. That's such a pretty name. I feel my face starting to red. Thank you, Do you want me to... Monika, right? Oh. Yeah, that's my name. I liked how it changed, like, in the fucking name box. Great, see you Saturday, Monika. Evident to... Oh, dear God, why did she glitch out? Okay, so it's partially meta. Oh, dear God. Calm down, Yuri, please. Alright. Oh, I cannot save here. Guess we continue. Where were you? Sorry, I ran to somewhere from the bait club. Koto, could you not have at least texted me to inform me that we want to be walking home together? I didn't even know I was. I'm aware, but please, in the future, give me some kind of a heads up if there's even a chance I'll be staying at school late unexpectedly. Why? Why do I have to know that I'm staying at school an extra 5 minutes? Because, why do I have to make sure my homework is done every single day? Because, why do you have to live here with me as soon as... Because I love you, Koto. I'm your cousin. You helped me so many times when I was downcast or struggling with panic attacks. Why would I not care about you and want to be here for you when you're struggling? Wait, please don't cry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I shake my head as I start tearing her. It's not because you were like yelling. What's wrong then? I deserve you. I'm standing here yelling at you like the bitch that I am. It looks like she wants to interject, but apparently so let me say it if I want before speaking up. I'm I'm so used to having pressure from mother, and now that she's gone, no matter how much I truly love her and still love her, there's been a sense of relief that I have to be perfect anymore for anyone anymore. That probably sounds horrible, but I don't even know. But you're acting so much like her right now. It hurts in ways that would sound really dumb if I try to explain. You can say what you want now. I'm done. It takes a step closer and grabs my hand. You aren't a bad person by any means. Just because you get worked up or yell at me doesn't make you horrible, and you definitely deserve someone who cares about you no matter what. I know it can feel gross to be relieved when losing someone, but it isn't abnormal. I realize it can be difficult, to say the least, to describe these feelings. But I think I have something that might help. He pulls out a notebook and flips to a blank page. She then grabs a pen before handing it both to me. I'm assuming you haven't written a poem in at least several years, so what I had in mind was simply write down a few words that mean something to you. Like a write to things you're feeling, memories from your past. Just a few words that mean something to you. I take the pen and look up at Yuri. Progress saved. Choose a difficulty level. Okay, we'll end the episode here. Worst case scenario, I'll skip here next time. I love you all. Bye bye.